Good morning, YouTube world. We're getting TikTok set up over here. So, good morning, good morning. As you stop in today, um, there we go. All right, YouTube world. Good morning, good morning. I'm surprised YouTube actually works over here because I have been trying to get it to work and it had been spinning the last couple times. I hope that noise was my husband and not my children. Okay, I am waiting for TikTok to get started over here. Huh. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. Good morning, TikTok. How is everybody today? I gotta do my hair. I actually washed my hair today, which is not an everyday thing. So it probably means we're gonna be have it everywhere. All right. Good morning. Good morning. As you are stopping in today, be sure to drop in the comments where you're watching from. Also, if you are new or if you are an OG, because I just love to get to know my people. I love to see where everybody is from, and I absolutely love that with this digital world, we can hang out with people from all over the world internationally for completely free. It is something that blows my mind. Good morning, Steve, Ari, the Buzz. Good morning, Michael, Trey, Linda. Good morning. Good morning. User 6174. Good morning. The Color. Good morning. Hor Jorgino, is that how I say your name? Moses, Raymond, good morning, good morning. As you all are stopping in, drop in the comments where you're watching from today. And my girl Rebecca's in the house. Also, I want to know if you're new or if you are an OG. So OG means that you have been here before. New means that I am a brand new face to you. Now it is Wednesday, which means it's hump day, and we are halfway through the week. For those of you who are headed to that 9 to 5 grind today, thanks for stopping in with me this morning. I know mornings get wild and busy, so be sure to smash up that button so we can stay connected. Also, I want you to check out the LINK that is listed on my profile, okay? Because here's the thing. We are going to be talking about the best ways to make money online. I am a full-time working mama. For those of you who have never seen my face before, Big Dylan, thank you for the follow. Good morning, Ametria. How are you today, dear? For those of you who are new to me, I am a full-time working mama. I got 2 boys at home. I live in the state of Iowa. I think it's finally going to cool down today. It has been so humid here. But I teach other busy moms how to make money online. And I'm talking about having $900 days online. We're not talking small pennies. We're talking making the big bucks. And I have a step-by-step program that literally holds your hand and teaches you how. So that's exactly what we are going to talk about today. Oh, Ametria, you have to go to the dentist. Boo. I don't know if there's a boo sound on here that I can make for you. Okay, there's no boo. They're all happy sounds. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to send that clap. Nobody likes going to the dentist. I hope it's just a quick, easy thing for you. All right. So let's chat today. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for hanging out with me. My name's Keevan, and I teach busy mamas how to make money online. That's busy mamas, dads, whatever. I talk a lot to mamas because obviously I'm a mom. I'm a working mom, and I love sharing this opportunity with other people because I am that mom who sat on the fence, sat on the outside watching for months. I sat on the fence for years watching all these other mamas make money online, thinking there's no way I can do that. I'm not pretty enough. My house isn't fancy enough. I don't have the right tools. I'm not good enough. The end. And then I came across a step-by-step program that literally teaches regular people like me, regular mamas, how to work just 2 hours a day in the pockets of their busy day, have a business that is running for them on autopilot 24/7 in the background while they're out living their life. You don't need a following. You don't need to be fancy. You don't need to have all these tools. You don't need to have any tech skills. Literally anybody can learn these skills to make money online. Okay. So I want you to drop a one in the comments if you are somebody who has ever typed into the search bar how to make money online, how to make money from your phone, how to make that moolah. Put a one in the comments if you are somebody who has ever typed that into your search bar. I need to actually brush my hair today. Ametria is like a one. Maine is a one. Main attraction. I like that name. That's fun. Where are you watching from today, main attraction? Good morning, Robin. Thanks for stopping in. So many of us have put in that search bar how to find a way to make money. North Carolina's in the house. Thanks for stopping in. And we've either come up short or you're thinking it's something that requires a lot of time and a lot of effort. And if you're like me, you're working full time, you're headed to that grind today, and you are thinking there is no way that you're going to be able to figure this out. Okay. And I want you to put in the comments, put the word yes if you are somebody who is headed to a 9 to 5 grind. Put the word yes in the comments because so many of us are going to a day job, right? We're going to a day job that's either A, slowly breaking us down because we're exhausted, we're burnout, we want more out of life, or, and maybe it's both, it's not even paying your bills anymore. Oh, main attraction, you hate it. So here's the thing. I talk a lot about getting free from that 9 to 5. Okay. I'm a full-time working mom. I have always wanted more time home with my boys. That's basically what it comes down to. We've never been able to afford it because of the student loan debt I took on. We've never been able to afford it. So I've always had to be a working mom. But now I'm to the point, like I had come to terms with the fact that that was it. I was just going to be a working mom. Hopefully I would be able to retire early. Right. And I am just exhausted. Right. And main attraction, you're in a position where you don't even enjoy your job. Now, I enjoy what I do overall. I don't enjoy that it takes the time away from my family, right? That I have to ask somebody for time off to take my boys to the doctor, or when they're sick, that I have to call and ask permission to stay home and take care of them, or that I have to, I don't even get to make memories with them in the summer because I'm that full-time working mom. My kids still wake up to an alarm clock all summer long. I feel like they don't even get to be kids. So when I came across the step-by-step program, because I was exhausted and I thought there is no way I can ever figure out how to make money online because I'm too tired. I don't know where to start and I don't have the time or energy to put into it. And then I started seeing this mom, a stay-at-home mom, who was talking about how she was having $900 days from her phone. While she is home with her babies, she's homeschooling them. They're having slow mornings. They're making cinnamon rolls together. They're doing all of these things, right? She's literally living the life I want to live and making more money than me doing it because I'm clocking into that 9 to 5. I'm definitely not making 900 bucks a day doing it, right? Travel to see your son. Oh, he works in New York. Oh, that would be so fun, Robin. That would be so fun. Um, so here's what I'm going to tell you, main attraction. I share an opportunity with people to make money online, right? To make that moolah because so many people are searching for it. There's so much going on in the world right now. People are losing jobs left and right. People aren't able to get jobs, right? A lot of people are graduating with these big fancy college degrees and they're not even able to get hired right now. They're spending all this time, all this money, and they're not getting anywhere. Look at the opportunities that God is placing in front of you. Okay, now I just share one. There's multiple courses, programs out there. Do your research and pick the one that's best for you. Okay, today I'm going to be chatting with you about the Legacy Builders program. And I want you to put a one in the comments if you have never, ever heard of digital marketing before. And I want you to put a two in the comments if you're somebody who's heard of digital marketing, but you're sitting on the fence. You're sitting skeptical and you're just nervous to take that leap. Because here's what I'm going to tell you. Okay, so main attraction, you've heard of digital marketing before. Okay, if you are comfortable, I want you to put in the comments what is keeping you on the fence. Okay, because so many of us sit on the fence, and I think a big part of it is because it's so different than what we've been taught. right? We've been taught our entire lives that the only way to make a good income and make a good living is to go clock in and work and build somebody else's dreams your entire life, right? You're just supposed to get that day job and go work 40 or 50 years and be happy with it. But the world's changing, and that's not the way life is supposed to be. God created us for so much more than working to pay your bills. So there's so many opportunities out there. There's multiple ways to make income from your phone. And that's what we're going to chat about today, because once you jump into this online space and you start realizing how you can create multiple streams of passive income, it really is a game changer. Okay. So main attraction, getting started is what's keeping you on the fence. Is it because you don't know where to start, or because you're nervous about taking the leap in general? I'm just trying to kind of gauge where everybody's at today. You're gonna have to start, and that's okay, Ametria. That's okay. Um, there's nothing wrong with that, because the 100 is going to get your feet wet. Okay, it's going to help you. Um, it's going to get your freedom machine up and running, and you can get all that done in the background, and then work your way up to that 900. Like, this isn't a like one and done thing, right? Like, you can build this into anything you want, and when you're ready or at the point that you can start with that 900, then we'll go that route. Um I know you just wanted all the information. And I will tell you, like, the 900 is so incredibly worth it. It's so incredibly worth it, because that just the extra trainings that we get, the bonuses you get with it, it really is a game changer, right? But it's going to be there forever. It's going to be there forever. So, like, either way, whenever you are ready, I'll be here, right? Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. I'm not here to pressure anybody. I'm not here to um I'm just here to give people information. That's it. Okay? I'm just here to share this opportunity, because it is literally changing my family's life. When you are sitting in the church nursery, you're helping with the babies, you're snuggling the babies, and you get a message on your phone saying you just made 900 bucks, that's a game changer. When you Information's free. Information is completely free. So you can check out the link that is listed in on my page. Okay, it's a beacon's first thing that pops up says get your free copy of the Freedom Formula. I have a free step-by-step guide that teaches you how to get into this online space and start earning income. There's also a webinar replay in there you can watch to learn more about all of this. Check your spam, check your promos. Sometimes those end up in there, but that information's all free. Hold on. I got to do some blessing and releasing here. So, Cyril, I have been, I have been with Legacy since last fall, but I honestly did not get serious about it until about January. So, main attraction, here's what I'm going to tell you. I have 4 different programs that I offer. Okay. And not one size fits all. That's why we have 4. Okay. And I'll go over that here in a little bit. 900 is the higher one, okay? But it's also my best seller. Now, this is a program where you're going to be taught new skills. It's like a college class, okay? You are literally investing in learning new skills to make money in this online space. But also, it's like a college class, but it's also a business in a box, because what they are doing is they are literally giving you the program itself that you can use to practice with the product you practice with, right? Because what do you need to run an online business, to make money online? You need to have a product, you need to know how to market it, and you need to have a freedom machine running for you in the background 24/7. They gave me all 3 of those things with that one-time investment. It's just one time. And then I can turn around and I can promote the program as much as I want, as many times as I want, and make 100% profit off of it. So one person decides to invest in their business with you, you make 100% profit. I'm not sliding into DMs. I'm not bugging my friends and family. I'm not building a team. I'm not recruiting. Okay. All I am doing is my 2-hour workday. And then I can put my phone down, and this is running for me in the background 24/7. This does all the follow up for me. I'm not bugging my friends and family, my aunts, uncles, cousins, dogs, cats, elephants. I'm not bugging any of them. If they decide it's not for them, they can unsubscribe. I'm not even going to know about it. I never had to hear the word no. I don't like rejection. I don't like the word no, right? So when I discovered how incredibly different this is than the other things I tried online, because most people have landed in that MLM world, and I just want you to put the word yes in the comments if you have ever landed in that MLM world. And I'm not going to knock it because a lot of people are making really good money on it. I like a lot of the products. I'm still in some of them for the discounts and the benefits, but the business model itself didn't work for me. I tried 7 of them and I literally failed at every single one. So when I discovered how incredibly different this is, it was mind blowing to me because you see people talking about having 10K months online. It's not because they're flinging $9 mascara. It's because they have found high demand items, high demand, high ticket items that are in high demand. That's the best way to say that. Right. I'm in the e-learning industry, which is booming right now, predicted to be like $1 trillion a day business in the next 5 years. So it's not going anywhere. And in case people haven't noticed, the world's going digital, right? People are losing jobs left and right to AI. Learning these skills is literally going to be key to keeping to, I don't know how I want to say this, like survival for the future, because literally everything is done digitally. Like, do you ever leave your house without your phone? And what are you doing when you're standing in line? You're sitting waiting for your family. You're in a parking lot. You're on your phone. Like, do you even set foot in a grocery store anymore? Because I sure don't. If we need something, my husband goes, but otherwise we're ordering them groceries online because I don't want to take the time or the effort to go to the store and do it. I don't have that, right? I work full time. I got 2 boys at home. The last thing I want to do is drag them to the grocery store. So, you just wanted to jump all in, but your finances, you're looking for it. Yeah, Ametria, here's the thing too. Um, so I don't know your full situation. I don't know your full situation, right? But like Victoria, she couldn't afford to start hers either. Okay. She they couldn't afford heat in their Chicago apartment. Okay. She has 3 boys at home. She's a military wife. 2 of her boys have special needs. She was one of those flinging mascara. She got sick of doing that. So she started her own online boutique, went thousands of dollars into debt to start this online boutique, right? And then she wasn't making any income off of that. And then all of a sudden they needed like a new alternator in their car and a bunch of new tires and like they had no money at all. None of the money. And she went to her husband and was like, "I want to start this online business thing. I know you're going to think this is wild." But um she started cleaning houses, she started watching other people's kids, she started selling stuff on marketplace. So just some little ideas there. Like you don't necessarily have to go get a second job to clock in. Like just look at other opportunities, right? Look at other ways. um Thank you for the follow. I got Patience Mama and I got Cyril. Thank you for the follows. Yes. Jesus, 100% profit. That's what we're talking about. Good morning, Erin. How are you today? What do you mean it doesn't matter? Oh, you're in the $900 program, Cyril? Awesome. It is a game changer. Jesus, here's the thing. I'm not selling a get rich quick thing. Okay. I'm not selling a get rich quick thing. This is not something that happens overnight. And just because you invest in a $900 program, you're going to start making 900 bucks a day. That's not how this works. And if that's what you're looking for, you can get off my live right now because I'm open and honest with people. Rome wasn't built in a day. Okay. Anything that is worth it is going to take time. You got to put in the work. You got to learn the skills. It's like when you go to the gym, right? You don't just automatically get a gym membership and then you got a 6-pack of abs. You got to put in the time. You got to put in the work. Um, so here's what I'm going to tell you how to do. Here's what I'm going to tell you about that, Adrian. You can Google how to do this, right? I'm open and honest with people about that. But here's the thing. A lot of times you get what you pay for, right? Free information. Like I got a free step-by-step guide here that's going to help you get started. Okay. But if you're just Googling and you're getting all that free information, you're not going to have a product to promote, right? You're not going to have a product to promote. I literally am making $900 days off of a program somebody else created. Okay. And if you're listening to all the people who are saying this doesn't work, do you know that they put in the effort? Were they showing up and learning the skills and plugging into training and posting the content and doing what they needed to do? And here's the other thing. So many people want to say, well, that didn't work for me. It is such a broad umbrella term, right? Digital marketing is such a broad umbrella term. So you can turn around and promote the program itself, but you don't have to. I get people who already own businesses, have a product or service they want to promote. Our program's going to teach them how to promote that in this online space. We literally teach how to market anything in this online space. That's the concept of digital marketing. Okay. You can be taught, our program teaches you and gives you a list of 200 digital product ideas so you can turn around, create your own digital products, turn around, promote that. Now you're making extra income off of, that's another stream of income. Oh, Humphreys. Just know, like, I tell everybody, do your research, right? This isn't for everybody, but let me tell you this. If you are sitting on the fence and you are skeptical about everything, you're going to stay stuck, right? You're going to stay stuck in your situation. So many people are worried about being scammed out of something. And don't get me wrong, like I have family members who were scammed real bad out of crypto. Okay. And so I get being skeptical. I get being skeptical. And that's why I tell people, do your research. Okay. Do your research. But here's the thing, if you stay skeptical about everything, you're going to be in the exact same spot a year from now, in 5 years from now. So just keep that in mind, right? Artie, like I was skeptical at first. I thought there was no way people are having $900 days online. But here's the thing, I went to college. You want to talk about the real scam? I went to college for 4 years. Okay. Literally spent $80,000 on a student loan degree or on student loans to get 2 degrees. 1 degree I've never even used. Okay. The other degree, I started out making 36,000 a year. Where does that make sense? Right? Where I literally spent 3 years of my life working for free for a hospital. I spent 80K on my college. And then I had to go take a big scary test to say, oh, yeah, you learned enough and you spent enough money and you're good enough now to actually go get a job. But then you had to hope and pray that you actually get a job in your field. And a lot of people aren't doing that right now. So you want to stay skeptical, start being skeptical about those degrees that are out there. Okay. And I'm not saying don't go to college. Obviously, we need the doctors, we need the teachers, we need those people, right? I work with doctors every single day. But the world is changing so much. And just because you go get a fancy college degree does not mean you're going to get a job. So keep that in mind. Okay. All right. So let's talk a little bit here about does anybody have any questions? If you're new, you're just stopping in, be sure to smash up that follow button so we can stay connected. Also, I want you to check out the link that is listed on my TikTok page. Okay. First thing that pops up says get your free copy of the Freedom Formula. That right there is a step-by-step guide that's going to get you into this online space for how to make money. Now, if you're serious about making money here, you need to be grabbing those freebies. Okay. Check your spam and promo. Sometimes those end up in there. Thank you, Artie. Good morning, Ash. Cyril, so once you invest in your program, you literally can have your Freedom Machine up and running. If you have time to sit down and do it, you could probably have it up and running in a day or two. Okay. I work full time. Thank you, Robin. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping in. I work full time. I got 2 boys at home. So for me, it took a little bit longer to get it up and running. Okay. It took me about a week working in the pockets of my day. Okay. But once this is up and running for you, you can be in profit mode, right? Because now you're moving. You direct people to your Freedom Machine. That's it. That's all I do. So I want you to drop a 1 in the comments if you want to hear about my program and the investment behind it first, or drop a 2 if you want to hear about my 2-hour workday. Okay. You got my plane for, yes, there you go, Cyril. There you go. Thank you, Classy, for the follow. Whoop, whoop. Classy lady wants to hear about my 2-hour work day. Okay, so I want you to keep this in mind because if you're like me and you're working full time, you're thinking there's no way I have 2 more hours to squeeze into my day. Okay. Because when I started looking at this, first of all, I was skeptical when people are starting to talk about income. And now, for those of you who are on here and you're like, I get it, right? I get it when you hear people say, and I actually came across, I think Carrie posted this the other day, came across the meme that said, so many people are skeptical about investing in starting an online business, but yet they have no problem working all year long for a 50-cent raise. So think about that. NSK Graphic, thank you for the follow. Where are you watching from today? So just think about that. Think about that. But here's the thing. That one-time $900 investment that I made, I have now turned into almost $10,000. So it literally is a game changer when you start opening your mind and realizing the opportunities that are out there. Okay? So just be open-minded. That's literally like the only thing I ask of people is just be open-minded. I get it. It's different than what we've been taught, right? So when you hear people say, well, you can work 2 hours a day from your phone in the pockets of your day, of course people are going to be skeptical about it, right? Because we've been taught, I've been taught my entire life, nope, you got to go clock in, you got to keep trading your time for dollars. But we live in the digital world and we don't have to do that anymore. It's a game changer. So here's what I do for my 2-hour workday. First part of my workday, I'm listening to training videos. Good morning, Jess. How are you? I want you to put a 1 in the comments if you can listen to training videos every single day. And I'm talking popping in an earbud and going about your day while you're listening to training videos. Like while I'm folding my mountain of laundry during my lunch break at work, like you literally can do this anytime, anywhere. Drop a 1 in the comments if you can listen to training videos every day. Jay, good morning. How are you today? Jay Bedwell is a 1. Classy lady is a 1. So here's the reason it is so important to plug into those training videos. Artie is a 1. Every day, first of all, every day we have live interactive mentorship, which is huge. Okay. We are being taught every single day by 6 and 7 figure earners in this online space how to make money here, how to build your online business. They're going to give you all the tips and tricks and the nuggets. Now, we have live Zoom calls that are, it's like attending a college class. Now, back in the day, I think about this a lot actually. I remember this is going to age me a little bit, but online classes were just starting to become a thing when I was in college. Okay? And I remember having to take some of my classes online. Classy lady, I am talking about the Legacy Builders Digital Marketing Program. Have you heard of it? I remember starting to take some of my college classes online and being really annoyed by it because I was like, I am literally spending all of this money to learn something online. Like my teachers aren't even teaching me. Here's the thing. Oh, I did this wrong. Um, we get live interactive mentorship every single day. Okay. Right now, every day, we are being taught by Michelle. She gives us like a 6-7 minute video that gives us some golden nuggets, and we go around, we turn around, we apply those skills. So it is important to plug in every day, A, to keep your mindset on track, and B, you're going to be learning so much. You're going to take those little nuggets and you're going to go out and you're going to apply them. This is a learn and earn system. Now, if you're like me and you went to college, you spent all that money. I had to wait until I graduated to start making income in my field. After I took that big scary test that said, oh, hey, you learned enough. Good job. Now you can go make money in this field if somebody will hire you. We don't, this digital world's so different. You listen to those training videos, you turn around, you apply these skills, learn and earn system. It's a beautiful thing. So those of you who are ones, let's talk about the second thing. We were taught not to sell our house on 2006. Hold on. Let's see. We're going to, okay. I'm getting some interest. TikTok must be doing something in the background these days. There must be something going on. Things have been a little strange lately. Okay, second part of my workday. Now, I don't want you to overthink this, but the second part of my day is creating simple content. Now, a lot of people kind of freak out a little bit when they hear that word, that phrase, create content or content creation. What you are going to be taught inside this program is how to create your content. So don't overthink this, right? Because I know I used to sit on the outside being a full-time working mom thinking, well, I see all these other people creating their content and being these big fancy content creators, but I don't even know where to start. I don't know what kind of content to create. I don't have a niche. I don't have any of that. Our program is literally going to teach you how to figure out who your perfect audience is and how to connect with them by sharing your story. It's really that simple. So don't overthink creating your content, because here's the thing. I create 3-ish pieces a day. Okay. 3-ish videos a day. My best ones are the ones that are like 7 seconds long with a text overlay and a trending sound. Boom, done. Don't overthink it. 30-second videos, 60-second videos. And we're going to walk you through step by step how to create those. So, classy lady. I used to be the same way. So let me tell you a little story here. I get sidetracked a lot in squirrel brain. So if I forget where I'm at, somebody remember where I am and tell me in a few minutes. Let me tell you a quick story. I'm an introverted heart. Okay. And I want you to put the word yes in the comments if you are also an introvert. I don't like being on camera. I don't like hearing myself talk. And I would literally, okay, so classy lady, we're in the same boat there. I would literally get heart palpitations. I would get like short of breath because I was so nervous when I would create those first videos. Okay. Bronwyn, good morning. How are you today? Max, thank you for the follow. Cindy's like, same. So I would get so short of breath. Now, my other account, my main account that I started with, got hacked about just over 2 months ago. And so I don't have any of those old videos, and I'm actually pretty sure that they have wiped them. And so it's sad to me in a way that I don't have those videos, because I would love to go back, and maybe they're buried in my phone somewhere. Um excuse me, but I would love to go back and share those videos with people, especially the people who start their online business with me, and be like, "Look, this is what I used to do." I would literally I would spend so much time overthinking my content. I would spend so much time worrying about how my hair looked, and all these little things, right? But at the end of the day, none of that really matters. Okay. Like, whatever you think, like your limiting beliefs about yourself, let those go. Like, we've all had them, right? I never in a million years, if you had even told me a year ago that I would be getting on here, I would be getting on TikTok, I would be going live, I would have said, BS, y'all are lying. There's no way I would ever do that. But now I'm here, and can I just tell you, this has become the most fun way I have ever made money. And the more you do it, the more that's another important reason why you plug into those training videos. You're going to learn so much, and it's really going to build your confidence. The more you do it, the better you're going to get. And everybody sucks in the beginning. Okay. Like, don't be out there comparing yourself to like Jess is one of my biggest, she's one of my biggest inspirations, but she's been doing this for 2 years. So, of course, I'm not going to compare myself and my success and my content with her content and her success, because she's been doing it so much longer than me. She has more experience, she's more comfortable, right? So don't compare your day 1 with somebody else's day 500, okay? So just keep that in mind. And oh, dang it, everybody has to start somewhere. So I don't know why it filtered your comment, Sony. But yes, we do have a faceless option. We teach faceless inside our program. Here's what I'm going to tell you about faceless. Now, there's nothing wrong with faceless, and there are people out there who are very successful with it. But what I am going to tell you is that generally faceless does take a little bit longer to build, because people want to know, like, and trust you, right? That's how you build a good business, is getting people to know you, to like you, and to trust you. When people aren't seeing your face, it's going to take them longer. So you really got to be able to use your words and pull in the emotion with that. So we teach it inside our program, but I'm open and honest with people. I've had two people who started who invested in their business with me, and they both started with faceless. And I'm open and honest with people. Like, our program, first of all, our program literally teaches you everything you need to know. Okay. But I'm going to still help you. Okay. I'm going to still be there if you need me. I'm not going to just leave you, ditch you. I had somebody comment on a video last week, I think, who was like, well, I invested in this course and I'm not getting the mentorship that I wanted. And it wasn't with my program. But I apologized to her because I said, you know what? There is no reason to be ghosting people in this space. Basically, what she got told was all those videos that you just paid for, that has everything you need. Good luck. And one thing I love, love, love about our program is that we have a community, right? And so if I don't have the answers for you and I don't know how to help you, I have a community of almost 55,000 people that I can fall back on, and I can be like, "Hey, I need help with this." And they're going to turn around, they're going to pour their love and support into you, and they're going to help you in any way they can. Okay? So, faceless is an option. I don't do any extra teaching on faceless just because I don't deal with faceless. Now, the people who do start, who want to jump in and start their online business, what I do is I offer a little bit extra group coaching inside, um twice a month. Twice a month. I just do a Zoom. It's super chill. I give some tips and tricks and some nuggets that I've learned along the way. I'm not somebody who's for me, it's taking me a little bit longer to build this, and that's okay. That's okay, right? I've still seen a lot of success here, but I give those tips and tricks and those nuggets because I truly believe everybody deserves to win. Now, you don't need me in this, right? You're going to be getting live interactive mentorship. You get everything you need, but I'm there if you need me. So I'm not just going to be, I'm not just going to leave you hanging. I promise. I promise that. So, did that answer your question about faceless? And some people, here's what I'm going to tell you too about faceless. Some people have to go faceless because of their day job. And so that's okay. Some people start out faceless to kind of build a little bit of that confidence, and then they transition to face forward. So there's options out there. And the beautiful thing about this online space is that if something doesn't work for you, you can turn around and pivot, right? You can build this into anything you want it to be. You're literally building this into your life. But if something doesn't work, you just pivot. Like, if you start, we teach all the social media platforms. So if you're somebody who's on here, you're watching me on TikTok and you're like, well, I don't want to get on TikTok to do this. You can go to FB, you can go to IG. I don't know. There's some other social media platforms out there. Somebody mentioned the other day, and I was like, I didn't even know that one existed. Like, you can literally take these skills and you can apply them to any social media platform. Most of us start with TikTok, and they're going to recommend that when you start, you pick one platform to get really, really good at it. And then you start branching out. Like, I just started in the last couple months, posting a little bit here and there to my personal TikTok and IG pages. So it's really what you want to get out of this. Okay. So, second part of my day is creating that content to get yours in the creator. Oh, that's awesome. Congrats, Classy. Did they start something new? So I keep hearing about, and I need to do a little more research on this. We actually see, and somebody was talking about, somebody was in here talking about, well, you can just Google this and get all this information for free. We actually had somebody come in yesterday or Monday night and she lives in Canada. She's a grandma from Canada. She's made over $600,000 now. She came in and did some training on the new M2 that's coming out. I don't know much about that. I just know that it has something to do with TikTok and things TikTok's doing in the background. So, like, yeah, you can Google and you can get free information, but you're not going to be getting those trainings with the people who have ins in the TikTok world and people who have the ins in this, that, and everything else. Right. So just keep that in mind. Like, so many people want to go out there and just be like, well, I can Google that and I can do that. Okay, well, if you can Google that and you can do that, then why aren't you? So keep that in mind. There's just Mm, I don't think I'm gonna say that. Okay. Matt, thank you for the follow. Do. So I know they're working on other stuff in the background, classy lady. I was not able to be on that training live, and I am waiting for it to be posted. It should be up today, and then I'll be watching it. But yeah, there's some things that are going to be happening in the background here. And I don't know how that's going to affect everything, right? Because so many people focus too on, and there's nothing wrong with this, but like the creator rewards program and TikTok shop, like so many people focus on that being the only way to make money on TikTok. And you're working really hard for small percentages, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. I I'm accepted into TikTok shop. I'm in the creator rewards pilot program or whatever they call it. I don't even know. Um, so I'm making a little bit here and there off of that, right? But it takes a lot of work and a lot of effort to really build up and make good money doing that because you're working for this much percentage. So like when you get in and you find these high ticket items where you're making 100% profit, because think about this. Back in the day, I always compare it to my MLM days, right? I was flinging mascara, you're making $9 a pop, and that's a small percentage of what that mascara actually sells for, right? I don't even know what it sells for now, probably like 20 bucks. So $9 is probably high, but $9 for a tube of mascara, I would have to have 100 customers to have a $900 day. Now, I'm working in a world now where I'm making 100% profit and my best selling product is a $900 product. So that $900 goes directly into my pocket. There's no middleman, there's no upper here, straight into my pocket. Now, would you rather work really hard for 100 customers or just live your life, create content, go live, listen to trainings, and have one $900 customer? Because also, I get to pour support and love into that one customer. Like when I think about all the follow up I had to do in that MLM world and this, that, and everything else, exhausting, right? Like sliding into DMs, "Hey, we got a great sale going on your favorite mascara. Do you wanna buy it today?" And then crickets and hoping that they would respond to you, and then they don't, and then you gotta do another message, and you gotta do all this follow-up. Meanwhile, the person at the top of the pyramid's like, "We're not hitting our sales goal yet. I need you to do this. I need you to sell this much more." And it's so incredibly exhausting to be doing all those things. So this business model is just so much different. And what I love about it is like when you're flinging mascara, you're just flinging mascara, right? You're not really learning anything new. You're not, I don't want to say you're not sharing anything valuable because obviously women are out there, they're buying the mascara, right? It's making them feel good about themselves. That's worth something. But when you are learning skills to actually create multiple streams of income and you really realize how this can absolutely change your life and your future, that right there is huge. Because I'm going to refer to this a lot today, apparently, but like going to college, like learning something new, for me, that was so incredibly specific, right? It was like, well, you learned how to take x-rays, pictures of bones. Now you can go get a job. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today? D D Edwards. Okay. I was having a hard time reading your name there for a little bit. Dirty South Pickleball. Thank you for the follow. How are you today, D? Um, but like this online space, when you learn new skills, there's so much you can do with it, right? Like I can now create my own digital products. And what's beautiful about that, you create them one time, you can put them in your beacons or your stand or whatever you have, and it's out there forever, right? And you can charge a couple bucks for it. You might not get rich off of it, but it's another stream of income. So just keep that in mind. There's other opportunities out there and you can do so much with this. It's not just buying a course to resell a course. Like, it's such an umbrella term, you can do anything with this, and you can literally build this around your life. Like, that's what the amazing thing is. So, I got told you guys I would get sidetracked. I get so squirrely brain. Hold on. Just coffee, TikTok. So, does anybody have any questions about what I've been just rambling on about this morning? Some mornings I feel like I just talk a lot. If you're just stopping in, first of all, thanks for hanging with me on Wednesday. It's Wednesday, we're almost there. Be sure to check out the link that is listed on my TikTok page. Okay. First thing that pops up on that beacon says, get your free copy of the Freedom Formula. A tiny, tiny hot dog. Thank you for that, Artie. I appreciate you. Um, Click on that, grab your free copy of the Freedom Formula. Listen, the information's free. Okay. You better be snagging that freebie if you're somebody who's been searching how to make money online. Okay. Check your spam and promos. Sometimes those end up in there. But if you decide this isn't for you, you can unsubscribe. I'm not going to come after you. I don't have time for that. I don't have the energy and it's awkward. So you're so sweet, Amitria. I appreciate you. I seriously appreciate everybody that jumps in and um just gets on my lives. I know I talk a lot and some days I'm like, man, I don't know if I even got my point across, but here's the thing. My goal every day is to just bring some hope into the world because I have been that mom who I used to cry when I rocked my oldest to sleep. I would cry when he was a baby because all I wanted was to be home with him, right? And I went through postpartum depression because of that. I had mom rage because I was angry and I was overstimulated and I didn't know what to do. So, thank you, classy lady. I appreciate you. And a big part of that was because I knew I had to go to work, right? I knew that um I felt stuck and like I didn't have any options. So even if there's just one mom on here today who is like feeling stuck in her situation, feeling like she's drowning, she wants more time home with her family but she doesn't know where to start and she thinks like she's in this deep dark hole. If I can just bring her a little bit of light and hope today, like my job is done. Like that's literally all I want to do is let other women know that you don't have to stay stuck in your situation. Like you can literally make any decision today that can completely transform your life. B, you're worthy of being in this online space, right? Because I remember rocking him, scrolling through my phone. I wasn't on TikTok at the time, scrolling through my phone, watching all these other moms talk about how they're making big money online and thinking, how come they can figure this out and I can't? And I remember thinking that and trying my way, right? Trying to get into this online space, but not knowing, like, not having a process, right? I was just winging it and it wasn't getting me anywhere. And that was just making me more sad. So just being able to share this opportunity is literally so incredibly empowering for me because I don't know what your situation is, right? I don't care what color your hair is. I don't care what your house looks like. I don't care what your background is. You deserve to know that you can make money online, that you're worthy of doing this. Like, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be you. That's it. We teach you to brand yourself. We teach you, we give you a list of digital niche ideas. Like, we give you all of the tools you need to succeed. You literally just have to learn the skills, and anybody can learn these skills. So, I talked about listening to trainings, and just started pouring outside. It's like, what is that noise? Hopefully my Wi-Fi stays connected. If I get lost, it's probably because of the weather coming through. Okay, so first part of my day is listening to those training videos. Second part of my day is creating content. So I want you to drop a 2 in the comments if you can create that simple content. And I know I spent a lot of time talking about that, but don't overthink it. Okay, drop a 2 in the comments if you can create simple content every single day. Just coffee, TikTok. And the third part of my workday. Hi, Diana. How are you today? You snuck on in. Um, Third part of my workday is what I'm doing right now, and that's just going live. Now, I know, classy lady, you said you're an introvert, and I'll be honest, when I invested in my program and I started this, I didn't know that going live was going to be a thing. They started talking about it in the trainings, and I was like, oh no, I will not be doing that. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Now, I choose to go live because for me, going live helps me connect with people better. And I like that I get to know people and I get to answer questions in real time. But I will tell you this, classy ladies, like, oh man. I will tell you this. We do have people like Wendy, I was talking about, who did that training on M2. She has made over $600,000 and she has never gone live. Okay. So you literally can build this into anything you want. Now, I talk about going live because for me, that is a big part of my business, but we do also teach you the free ads method. So we teach you how to post free ads. Some people go that route. For me, it wasn't worth the time or the effort to put into that. I choose to go live instead. Also, if you're somebody who doesn't want to go live, first of all, you don't have to go live right away, right? Like I definitely didn't go live right away. I didn't start going live almost daily until January. Okay. But going live really helped me grow my account. Number one. So Susie, I just saw Carrie post about it in the community yesterday. I think it was the Monday night mentoring training. When I checked yesterday, it had not been posted today, so I'm hoping it's up today. When I checked yesterday, it hadn't been posted yet. So, I'm definitely going to be looking for that because yeah, that's true, classy lady. And our program's going to teach you how to go live. We got a community that's going to support you. Susie here is in my community. Jess stopped in. She's in my community. Rebecca's in my community. We get on and we support you. Now, I can't run your business for you, right? But I'm going to support you where I can. Now, I work full time. I got two boys at home, but I try so hard to get on other people's lives and Ree, I didn't even see you. Good morning. Thanks for stopping in. Um, but we get on and we support on each other and we love on each other. So there's that. Yes, Teresa's in the community. So I run my own school community, but the DGC community is the big community I'm talking about. Diana, are you in Legacy Builders? Because you have to be with Legacy Builders to get access to the digital growth community. Now, my free community, I allow anybody in there. Okay. Yeah, you have to be part of Legacy Builders to get into that digital growth community. That's part of what comes with your business investment. So those are the three things I do during my 2-hour workday. Now, the beautiful thing is I do those three things and then I put my phone down and my freedom machine is running for me in the background 24/7. Okay, Diana, have you heard of Legacy Builders before? Let me walk you through here step by step, and then we'll talk about the programs themselves, okay? So I have 4 programs that I offer to help people start their online businesses. Now, we do 4 because not one size fits all, right? Now, Diana, have you heard of digital marketing before? Because that's what Legacy Builders is. It's a digital marketing program. And I know the word digital marketing like freaks people out, right? Like before, okay, you've heard some. Okay. So before I jumped into this, like the word digital marketing to me was so foreign, right? Because I didn't know anything about this world. I've been in healthcare for 14 years. So digital marketing to me, I was like, well, obviously digital, like you're talking about cell phones and computers and like tech world, right? So for me, that was a big scary term. But here's the thing. It literally is so simple. It's as simple as this, Diana. It's definitely foreign to you and it's foreign to so many people. And that's okay, right? That's okay. We all have to start somewhere. But digital marketing in general, here's how I like to describe it. So if you go to a restaurant and you really like your meal. So you take a picture of it, you tag the restaurant, you post it to your social media platform. That right there is a form of digital marketing, but you just did that for free, right? You just advertised that restaurant for free. Now they're going to be super excited about that. But the goal with digital marketing in general is to be able to do those things and make income doing them. So there's different ways to go about this and there's programs and courses out there that teach regular people like me how to do that and how to make money doing it, but at the same time, they give you their program or their course that you can turn around and you can sell and you can make income off of. Now, I encourage people, there's multiple courses out there, do your research. Okay. Ours is the only program out there where you get live interactive training every single day. The other big thing about ours is that we're master resale rights. So what that means is you make a one-time investment in the program, you now own it and you can turn around and you can promote it as many times as you want and you're making 100% profit off of it. That's how people are having $900 days. It's how people are having $600 days, $300 days, and you can turn around and sell it over and over, and that's a beautiful thing. So, all right, Diana, I'll walk you through here real quick, okay? Hopefully, can you guys hear the thunder outside my house right now? It has been so stormy here lately. All right, so Diana, if you click on my face in the top left, I've unmirrored my screen, so now it's all backwards. You can hear the thunder is so loud. Click on my face in the top left, and then a box will pop up at the bottom. Click on my face again, and it'll take you to my TikTok page. Okay, there was a reason I turned that off. You're going to click on the link that's listed here. Okay, this is going to be a beacons. You want to click on the first thing. What that is going to do is it's going to take you to my beacons page. Okay. Now, as you scroll down here, the first thing right here says get your free copy of the Freedom Formula. That's just going to get you in my contact list. Okay. Plug in your best contact info. Check your spam in your promo folder. Okay, that one was really loud. Check your spam in your promo folder. Sometimes those mails sneak in there. But that'll have information in there about this. There's a webinar replay that you can watch and you get that free step-by-step guide. Download that guide. Okay, because here's the thing. If you decide this isn't for you, you can unsubscribe and I'm not even going to know about it. Okay, but then you still have that free yeah, it is really loud out there. But then you still have that free step-by-step guide available to you. Okay. Now, if you're somebody who's ready to jump in and you want to look at the programs, all four of them are listed under Start Your Legacy today. Okay. It's got all four programs listed. Now, I'm just going to go through this part real quick and then I will show you, I'll talk real quick about the programs themselves. So if you click on that top one, it's going to take you to the Legacy. Now, the Legacy is our best seller. That's our $900 program. Okay. Now, as you scroll down, I'm also in Iowa, Ree. I'm in Iowa also. Maybe we're like neighbors and we don't even know it. If you are somebody who needs a PAY plan, because here's the thing. Very few people are like, yeah, I got $900 laying around. We actually offer installment plans. Okay. So if you're somebody who needs to start on those, you can click on this purple button at the very bottom. Okay. If you don't get approved for any of these, respond to the mail that you get from me because I have a potential another way that's getting more people approved for less down. Okay. So keep that in mind. Any questions about that? You got that, Diana? Perfect. Okay. Yeah, Ray, I don't know what part of the state you're in, but I am in like kind of southeast Iowa. We're like an hour from Illinois. So hold on, just coffee, TikTok. Okay, let's talk real quick about the programs themselves. So I said how I have 4 program options. Now we do 4 because not one size fits all. Okay, and some people just want to make an extra $600 a month because they want to help pay for groceries. For me, when I jumped into this, I originally started because life hit the fan for us last August. Okay, we're going on right at about a year. Our AC unit died, and oh, you're up by Fort Dodge. It must be a big storm coming through then. I was actually telling my husband the other day, this is going to be a side note, that I want to go to Fort Dodge and I want to do the railway thing, the pedal railway. I forget what it's called, the scenic tour. I don't know. I think that'd be a lot of fun though. So what the heck was I just talking about? Oh, life hit the fan for us. Oh, Boone. Is Boone even close to Fort Dodge? Boone, Fort Dodge, they're kind of the same, right? All of Iowa is basically the same. Okay, so they're kind of close to each other. Well, then I don't feel as silly saying that. Okay, so life hit the fan for us last August, right? Our AC unit died, and then literally 2 days later, my husband's car was totaled out in an accident. And I was angry because I watched our savings account be drained. Now you expect those unexpected life expenses to happen, right? That's why you have a savings account. But you don't expect them to happen back to back like that. And so I was angry and I was upset. And I told my husband, I said, well, it took us months to get that savings account built up. So my mind automatically went to, well, I'm going to take more call hours at work. I'm going to work some overnights. I'll see if I can pick up some shifts on the x-ray floor. And Just do what we can to build this savings up as soon as possible. And then I remembered that I had seen this mom friend posting about having $900 days online because all I could think was, I'm already exhausted. I don't want to take more time away from my boys and my family. I don't want to be missing sporting events, none of that. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take the leap and I want to jump in and I want to see what this online thing's all about. Worst case, I turn around, I promote the program. One person decides to put their faith in me and invest with me, and I get my money back. And then I still have access to that program for life to learn these skills. Little did I know that this is the one thing I have been praying for so long. That one thing that is fueling the fire within me to empower other women to get into this online space. Good morning, Christy. How are you? And just really be their badass selves. That's a weird word. So it really is the one thing I have been searching for and praying for. Yeah. Teresa's like, I've been praying for that also. And I didn't think it existed, right? Everybody I've been taught my entire life to go to college and to do the thing. And it's never felt like right to me. Does that make sense? Like I've always felt different in the fact that I felt like I'm made for more than clocking in and working for somebody else. Am I literally yeah. See, Diana, and I get so many people from the medical field in here because here's the thing, us medical people, we are burnt the F out, right? We are burnt the F out. Yeah. Bebe feels the same way. Like I've just felt like I've always been made for more than that, but I didn't know where to start. I didn't know what exactly. And God put this in my life last summer and I sat on it. I sat on it for so long. And then it literally took me getting smacked in the face with those unexpected life expenses because I'm that mom who I grew up with very little money, right? Money was always a stressor. I didn't grow up in a fancy house. I grew up in an old farmhouse that my mom was never happy about, and they were always fighting about money. My mom was a teacher, my dad was in the military. He never went to college, but he was constantly getting laid off from his jobs. And so I was taught you go to college and you get the job, but all I could think the entire time was like, I don't this isn't really what I want to do. But I had been taught that that was the only way to make money. So then when I jumped in and I realized like, holy cow, this is that one thing I have always this is it. This is home for me. This is what I was made for. And now I get to share it and empower other women in this online space. Like it's an amazing, amazing feeling when your passions line up with God's purpose and you're just like, wow, this is where I'm meant to be. And that's what this is for me. And now I get to help other badass women build their online businesses, build their online empires. That's what we're doing here. Um, you're okay. Don't say the word only as CNA, Diana. I know what CNAs have to do, and they deserve gold medals. So kudos to you for doing that for 25 years because that's exhausting. Um, yes, good for you. Digital marketing is really so incredibly freeing. It's so incredibly freeing. So us healthcare workers, we're burnt out, right? And so many people are burnt out with the life they're living, right? Because we were sold this dream and now you only get a couple hours every night with your family. And then the weekends where you're so exhausted that you don't want to do anything. And that's not the way life is meant to be lived, right? Okay, so real quick, I hear my boys running around upstairs. I get talking so much. So I got 4 programs that I offer. Now, don't overthink this because we do offer those installment plans. Okay, but I have a 900, 600, 300, 100. I'm never going to tell you which one to invest in, but what I am going to tell you is pick the one that aligns with your goals the best and the one that's going to be the most what's the word I want to use? I don't know. The one that your perfect customer, your audience is going to want. Okay, so keep that in mind because again, you can turn around and promote this and make 100% profit off of it. So you are literally investing in lifetime access to trainings, like lifetime access to this digital world and all that it has to offer. So keep that in mind. The only other thing you are going to pay for is the Freedom Machine up here. Now, this comes like 90% done for you. Okay. can't do it. There we go. Sounds like 90% done for you. We have step-by-step tutorial videos that are gonna walk you through, and, they're gonna walk you through step by step how to set up the rest of your Freedom Machine, your PAY plans, and how to personalize it. Good morning, Manny. How are you? So Diana, get into my mailing list if you haven't already. If you have issues with that, you can just send me a DM. Send me a DM, and I'll get you that information. But I am on live every Monday through Friday at 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. So I will be back tomorrow. Okay. Thank you for all the love. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in today, Diana. Okay. So those are the 4 programs that we offer. We do offer PAY plans on every single one of them. Also, hold on. You can always upgrade, okay? If you are somebody who wants to start at like the 100, you can upgrade to the 900 within 29 days. You just pay the difference, okay? Does that make sense? Um, he really does have plans for all of us. That is so true. Thanks for stopping in today, Diana. I've had to bless and release a lot, Manny. I feel like TikTok is doing something in the background with the word I'm not supposed to say, according to Lisa. Yeah, lots of blessing and releasing. I don't know if it's something I did, like some interacting I did with somebody that like threw things off, but the last couple days have been very strange. I don't know what I did. Or if it's them doing something in the background. But I've also seen a lot of people post that their views are lower and that something must be going on. I don't know. So thank you, Becky and Daniel, for the follows. All right, does anybody have any questions for me? Because I am probably going to log off and go spend some time with my family before my husband leaves for work in 10 minutes. Okay, for those of you just stopping in, thanks for hanging with me today. Don't stay stuck, right? Look at the opportunities God's placing in front of you. Pray about it. I just share one. Okay, I just share one opportunity. So check out the LINK that is listed on my TikTok page. Snag your free copy of the Freedom Formula. Check your junk, check your spam. Sometimes those end up in there. All right. Any other questions for me? Going once, going twice. Do. Okay. I will be back tomorrow right at 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. You too, Ray. Have a beautiful day. I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye. All right, YouTube. Goodbye.